Hello, and welcome to another episode of the weekly update for Hollywood Matrimony. As you see, I'm still alone. Thursday shows would normally be by myself, and happy 4th of July. I thought my loving wife was going to get to join me today because of the holiday, but instead, she's taking the naps. And she says she was taking all of the naps. So I guess she is taking a nap. So, like I mentioned last week, this show is going to be a little quick snippet show. It's really just about what's been going on throughout the week with the site, with the movies and TV shows, not reviews necessarily, but also what we've got going on and coming up. So let's jump right into it. This week we've had a lot of new trailers, different things that pop up, as well as, obviously new movies hit theaters. They had a brand new Hobbs and Shaw trailer this week, which you can on our YouTube channel right here. It's the final trailer before the movie actually hits theaters, as well as the new Jumanji trailer hit earlier this week, which was a really big deal. Everybody seems to be excited for that one. So we got two Rock movies coming out this year. Both look awesome. The new Hobbs and Shaw one looks crazy over the top, but I think you have to just kind of throw disbelief out the window and just have a good time with it. The new Jumanji looks really clever, like they mix things up. So if you haven't seen either one of those trailers, they're right on here on this YouTube channel. You can check them out. They also dropped a trailer for Knives Out, which I've been looking forward to seeing. It's Rian Johnson's new movie, who directed Looper and Star Wars The Last Jedi. It's a Hitchcockian whodunit type thing with Daniel Craig and Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm trying to remember who, Michael Shannon, Anna de Armas, Chris Evans, and the list goes on. There's a lot of people in this movie. It actually looks like it's going to be a ton of fun. That trailer is also here on our YouTube channel. They've got a lot of different stuff. The news that's popped up this week, or actually today, I believe. Stranger Things Season 3 hit Netflix, so I'm sure everybody's freaking out, losing their minds, already binge watching if they're not out running around doing stuff. Everybody's running around trying to see the new Spider-Man that opened this week that we'll be talking about this Sunday on the show. I just saw it for a second time today, and the missus saw it today with me. They also announced that we already knew they were making a live-action Little Mermaid movie. They announced earlier this week that Melissa McCarthy was in negotiations to possibly star as Ursula, which I think is great casting. I know some people don't. I like her, and I can see her really going over the top and crazy for the role. But the one that's probably getting the most controversy was they cast Ariel this week with a young lady named Halle Bailey, not Halle Berry, Halle Bailey. She is on the TV show Grownish. She's also a singer. She is African American as well, so people are kind of collectively losing their minds about the race casting, and I'm one of those that, outside of my connection of Little Mermaid being the first movie I took my daughter to see, I don't really care. So I'm willing to give her a chance as long as she gives her red hair like they're supposed to. And a picture popped up online with her with red hair, and I thought she actually looked like she could do the part. I find it funny though when people start freaking out about race swaps, depending on the character. Like if it's like a cartoon and other stuff, I get it. I get this character was white in the cartoon and whatever, but it's also a mermaid. So it's one of those that to me doesn't matter as much as, as if it was like the Annie swap, which to me felt being a kind of an iconic comic strip series, redhead little girl, that was kind of her thing, and then gender swapped it to me it felt like for no reason other than do gender swap. So I can see the argument with Little Mermaid. It just doesn't bother me. So I'm willing to watch it as long as they sing Le Poisson and have those songs in there, then I'll be okay with it. We're not going to dwell on that one because people are going to just throw a temper tantrum, and let's just wait. Everybody's throwing a tantrum about Will Smith in Aladdin as well. And as much as I wasn't a huge fan of that movie, I thought Will Smith was awesome. So you never know how it's going to work. And I'd say give it a chance till it comes out. We all thought Michael Keaton was going to be a horrible Batman too, and well, the rest is history. The other interesting news that came out today, it's not really news, it was more of like an interview, is in discussion of Bond 25 that they're shooting right now with Daniel Craig back as James Bond. I thought it was interesting with Rami Malek, who's playing the villain in the new James Bond movie, who played Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. They did an interview that he was saying that he almost didn't take part because he didn't want to be just another terrorist based on a religious belief or something like that. So apparently it sounds like it's more of an eco-terrorist kind of thing, but he said, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be based on the affiliation of a religion or whatever, because he doesn't want to, something to the extent of not wanting, I don't have the article in front of me because I'm not just reading that, I'm doing them off my head, because he didn't want to just be, hey, it's this race is the problem, whether it was Muslims or Christianity or whatever. It was this individual that's a problem, which I thought was kind of an interesting take, and kind of a smart take, because that's what kids, whether it's true or you believe that or not, that tends to what causes a lot of the problems. People start bashing specific things. So anyway, moving on. We also have a lot of new, hold on, I just went blank. A lot of Blu-ray releases and stuff that got popped up this week. They announced The Walking Dead Complete Season 9 going to be coming out in the next couple of months. Tolkien, which I think they announced a little bit earlier, but I just popped it up. Master Z, the Ip Man Legacy, we talked about on the show a few times. It's getting ready to hit Blu-ray and DVD. They announced Game of Thrones, a complete series. A lot of different things have been announced over the last week or two that I may or may not have talked about. Newest to the website, we got our reviews up that we talked about on the show this past week. We have the Forever Knight review that's going to be hitting, that's hitting this week on Blu-ray and DVD, from Mill Creek, that we talked about on our TV Tuesday show, as well as Broad City, which the complete series, which we're also giving away on our website. That'll probably go to the end of next week before we shut that one down. We also have just posted up Forrest Gump, the 25th anniversary edition Blu-ray. We're going to be giving away on the website. It's up there right now, so you can go enter that one. Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. We're giving away Blu-ray copies of that. And then there's a couple others. I think Dumbo and Cinderella digital copies. We got our last few. Those will be ending probably tomorrow. That'll be in. We are going to be having a new contest hit the site on Monday, which will be giving away a copy of the brand new Pet Sematary on 4K, which we'll be discussing both the new one and the old Pet Sematary on the show this Sunday, along with Midsommar and Spider-Man. So those are the bigger things that's happening. That's pretty much it between the holiday and everything else. There wasn't a whole lot. That wasn't a lot of, like, the problem with movie news is we get a lot of like rehash stories. They released like a teaser for I believe it's the 3rd season of the Scream TV series, but it's not a full trailer really, unless they released another one since. And it harkened back to the original Scream movie with the same guy doing the voice came back. So it was kind of fun, but it doesn't give you a whole lot. Then there's been like little news snippets that you don't know if it's stuff that's going to actually happen or not. Terry Crews mentioned in an interview that the White Chicks sequel is happening. I know that, I believe it's HBO released a trailer or maybe a new trailer of The Righteous Gemstones, which is the new series with Danny McBride and John Goodman that looks awesome. So it's a lot of little different things popping up all over online. Basically just giving your update. That's all this little quick snippet show is. It's not a real full informative, just stuff that I've heard about, stuff that we put on our website, stuff that you may be interested in hearing. If you're not interested in hearing, then I guess you don't have to pay attention to me. They released a new trailer for Spies in Disguise. The trailer for Charlie's Angels dropped. I don't know if you've seen either of them. But again, you can check them out on our site, on our YouTube channel, as well as our website at HollywoodMatrimony.com. Go to our Instagram page, our Facebook page, Instagram page, Twitter page. Follow us, like us. If you want to enter any of the contests, you have to do all of those things anyway. If you help us get numbers higher, get more people subscribing to this YouTube channel, more people to our website, that means we get more stuff to give to you, more swag, more Blu-rays, DVDs, movie passes, all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of up to you to get us more. So if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, if you have subscribed, share it to your friends, get more people to help us do it. We appreciate everybody. The channel's doing okay. I mean, I've only had the channel for 2 or 3 weeks, or maybe 4 weeks. I don't know. But it's doing okay for what we're doing, and for our little silly, low budget nonsense that we put together, it's working out all right. So anyway, so this weekend on our show, like I already mentioned, we're going to be talking about Spider-Man Far From Home. Its connections with the rest of the Marvel Universe as we end Phase 3 and leaving the open-ended of where Phase 4 is going to go. We're going to talk about the Midsommar, which is the follow-up from director Ari Aster, who wrote and directed Hereditary, which I loved. The Missus was hit and miss with. So we'll talk about that movie. We'll also be talking about, as I mentioned, the original Pet Sematary and the new Pet Sematary, which I talked about the new one on the show when it came out in theaters, but the wife has never seen either one of them. So we'll be talking about those two with her. And we'll talk about our normal giveaways and whatever other shenanigans that might come up between now and then. So make sure you check back with us on Sunday at 7 p.m. Central, right here on YouTube, or on our Facebook channel, where we will be live on both sides talking about all these things. And we have our brand new show on Tuesdays called TV Tuesdays. I know it's a clever title, that we will be trying to do the shows around 1 or 2-ish. Last week we had sound issues, so we ended up having to do the show in the middle of the night. But we'll try to be doing 1 or 2-ish. And then, of course, right back here on Thursdays, where I'll just do a quick update of whatever's going on, usually 5 to 10 minutes like it is today. And hopefully that shares enough information. If you have something that you want to hear about, something you haven't heard about, shoot us a line. If you want us to talk about a specific show, old or new, on our TV Tuesday show, please shoot us a message, comment on our page, comment on the TV Tuesdays thing, and we'll try to get to it, and we'll talk about it there. All right. Hope everybody has a wonderful 4th of July. Enjoy yourself out there. I talked fast. Hope you can keep up. If you can't, watch it again. Laters.